On this particular example, I've already gone in and set 3 tabs. Can you tell what they are up here? I have a left tab at 1 inch, a left tab at 3 inches, and a left tab at 4.25 inch. Okay, also if I turn on show hide, notice that I returned a couple times. This way I have some blank lines up above. If I click up at the beginning, see how on this line I have the preset tabs also on this one. Only down here do I have those 3 tabs set. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tab. That takes me into the one at 1 inch. And I'm going to type my name. And I'm going to type a city. And tab again and type a state. Returned, type again, and type in need to come back here and type his last name, sorry. Okay, what I'm going to do, just to make it show more, is I'm going to look at these the 3 columns here, and I'm going to highlight this one because it happens to be the longest one in this column. I'm going to highlight the longest one here, which happens to be in the same row, and this one also here happens to be the longest one. It could be different names. For example, if this is Charlie something else, let's go ahead and put a different name here just to make it longer. Charlie okay, in this case, this is not going to be the longest one, correct? It would be this one. Okay. Okay. Many times when you're doing something like this, you want to have a column heading over these various columns. So if I want to put name above this, and I want to have city above this, and state above this, I can go up above this, and I want to set a center tab over the middle of this column, a center tab over the middle of this, and a center tab over the middle of this one. So I'm going to rotate up here until I find a center tab, which took 2 or 3 clicks. And I'm going to hold my alternate key down. Now notice I'm 2 rows above. If I go up here and hold my alternate key down and then hold down my mouse, I'm going to keep it down until I can kind of eyeball what I think the middle of Charlie Ross Hamburg is. And then when I'm pretty happy that it's toward the middle, I can release my mouse. I'm keeping my alternate key down, I'm clicking here and keeping my mouse down, and I'm guessing where the middle of Philadelphia is, and then I'm releasing my mouse. Then I'm going over to this column and holding my mouse down until I guess where the middle of Pennsylvania is at, and I'm releasing my mouse. Now I can tab over here and I can type in name, I can type in city, I can type in state. So now these look centered over that. Now if I want to underline these 3 column headings, if I select the whole row and go Control U, do you see how it's underlining not only the text but the spaces in between and before? So this is not what I want to do. I just want to underline those. I'm going to hit undo, Okay, if I want to underline each of the three, I can just double click and go Control U for underline, and I can do it on all three and do it that way. Or I can hit undo. I can select the first one, hold my Control key down, double click on this one, and hold my Control key down and double click on this, and then go Control U, and there I have all three that are like that. If I decide I don't want that blank line, I can delete the line that gives me the blank line and do that. Okay? If I decide down here that I want to have these spread out a little bit more because I don't have that much space here, I have more over here, I can select just my names, not the column headings, and I can scoot this over just a little bit. Then I'm going to have to go to this line where my center tab is. I'll hold my alternate key down again, and I'll just try to guess again where the middle of Charlie is at, and see if I can get it a little bit more. Okay, so let's see what we've got there. Okay, what I ended up here, I think, is I actually got a dot leader instead of a center tab. Or excuse me, I got a decimal tab instead of a center tab. Let me correct that. So if that's ever happens, see on this row, I have decimals instead of center tabs. Pull these out. I'm just going to pull this one out. I'm going to rotate through this until I find the center tab, which is this one, and I'm going to hold my alternate key down and find the center tab. Okay, now I do have a center tab. I'm going to go over here, pull it down, still have a center tab here, click here, and if it's not quite where I want it, just scoot it, move this one down, hold my alternate key down, and then now I have center tabs and not decimal tabs. And again, the reason I yellowed these out was just so that you could identify the longest one in each column, so you know what you're centering over. If I don't want anything highlighted anymore, I can go Control A and go up here and choose no color, and now I'm back like that.